What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cocteau Twins. And once again, big shout out to Doug who sent me the CD for this album, Treasure. We're up to Pandora, and this is 1984, though the CD I have now is a reissue from 1991. But we're up to Pandora of all the titles on the album. And again, I'm completely on board with the nature of the lyrics in their songs, meaning they're not like lyrics for most other groups, and even though they may reference things which have, specific details or, proper names, that doesn't necessarily mean there's anything to do with those references in a more formal sense. Even so, Pandora is a name that is definitely going to stick out to me and certainly has me wondering about Sonics, if in any way they speak to one of the most famous narratives or tales of classical mythology, which is to say Pandora and the box in question. So yeah, I wonder, again, if there's any tonal, or sonic influences in that regard. Either way, I will simply allow the vocals and the sonic atmosphere to unfold without impressing too much thought in that regard. Because again, I know there's been a couple times people have commented like, don't waste too much mental energy in that respect, and I completely get that. Though again, I've always engaged with music in a certain sort of way and process, and that's part of what this channel is about. So striking a balance in that regard for the Cocteau Twins feels like a fair thing. Either way, let's hear it. This is Cocteau Twins Pandora from the 1984 album Treasure. I like the sort of jazzy drums. Feels warm and blurry in that great way. Some of the Cocteau Twins is like watching fire. It's like even when you get a sense for what it is and what it does, it's like never not fascinating to be transfixed by. Like, it's just like the rhythms, the loops. It feels like in a lot of their songs, not just Fraser's vocals, but even some of the sonics, it feels like we're sort of looping around and like, you know, echoes reverberating outward. Her layered vocals sometimes feel like mirrors where, like, you know, sonic images are sort of bouncing back and forth. And again, I get it. That's what people have been talking about, that it's part of the experience and not so much any word or line per se. I feel that. I get that. But yeah, this one really did feel like a very immersive experience in that regard, where I'm just like, again, it feels like kind of warm and blurry, like everything is on the edge of focus, but it's totally fine to be soft in that way, and it's sort of floating all the while. We got these little jazzy drum rhythms, you know, sort of fast for the, I don't know if they were hi-hats, but yeah, ultimately the drums were sort of doing their percussive rhythm, while the vocals, again, were very like multifaceted and layered. And again, just like a sweet dream is what it felt like. So, a sweet dream, fire. I'll throw every metaphor and figurative phrase I can at their music to try to suitably express how I'm feeling. But again, the semantic hardware of the English language maybe is not fully equipped to suitably describe Cocteau Twins. So, shout out to them for that. Shout out to him. Hello again. So yeah, I was almost done with the video, but I did give some shout outs, so I wanted to come back and make sure to shoot this add-on. And that is to say, big shout out to Doug once again for sending me the CD. Shout out to Han Solo, who had shared a lot of Cocteau Twins material to begin with. You know, shout out to Mark and all the others who've been commenting on the Cocteau Twins deep dive. You are all greatly appreciated. And again, I will continue to heed your wisdom even as I go through this and other deep dives in the only way I can with my idiosyncratic brain. So cheers to you all for the patience and for the insight and support. So big ups to you all. Let me know what you think of this tune. I will see you next time. Peace.